Somewhere beyond the highways and the rush of city lights, there lies a gentler rhythm, a heartbeat whispered by wind and stone. Romania's forgotten villages are not just places. They are poems carved into mountains, lullabies stitched into wool, and memories drifting on morning mist. This is not the Romania of Dracula or fast trains. This is the Romania of silence, of stories told without words, of landscapes so still they speak. Come with us into a journey not of miles, but of moments. Let the stillness guide you. Let the past breathe with you. Let your soul remember what it means to pause. One, Viscri, where cobblestones remember. In the quiet hills of Transylvania lies a village that history tiptoes through. Viscri. Narrow lanes lined with whitewashed homes, blue doors and hand-carved fences. Here, every cobblestone tells of Saxon settlers, of wool soaked and spun, of fires lit for bread and not for war. Even the church, a 12th century fortress, doesn't tower, it watches. Time moves slowly here. It lingers in the silence of an old woman's smile. In the creak of a wooden gate. Prince Charles found peace here, and maybe you will too. Tattoo, Maramureș, the wooden soul of Romania. Far to the north, where green rolls into sky, lies Maramureș, a land of wooden churches and warm hearts. Spires rise like fingers reaching for heaven. Painted gates open to courtyards filled with laughter, sheep, and songs older than maps. In winter, smoke curls from chimneys and bells echo across snow. The people still wear tradition on their sleeves, not for tourists, but for truth. Here, life isn't about progress, it's about preservation. Every handshake is a story, every wrinkle a memory, every morning a prayer. Three, Bietan, a fortress of quiet faith. Tucked between vineyard hills, Bietan rises like a dream, a fortified church surrounded by a sleepy village that hasn't changed in centuries. Once the seat of Transylvanian bishops, today it holds a different power: peace. Walk its stone stairway, feel the worn wood of its doors, listen to the whisper of old rituals lingering in the air. The village holds you gently, no rush, no noise. Just the subtle hum of bees and the rustle of grapevines. Four, Apuseni Mountains, mist, firewood, and forgotten paths in the heart of Romania. The Apuseni Mountains breathe in mist and exhale legends. These aren't jagged peaks of drama. They are rolling, tender slopes dotted with haystacks and silence. Villages cling to cliffs where shepherds play flutes to the wind. Life is shaped by seasons and survival. Bread is still baked in clay ovens, and evenings fall with the scent of smoke and pine. Follow the old footpaths, not to arrive, but to be. 5. Sibiel, icons in the forest. Nestled in an emerald valley, Sibiel glows with a quiet holiness. Its tiny Orthodox chapel holds a museum of glass-painted icons, fragile, luminous, sacred. The village breathes in rhythm with the river that flows beside it. Horses graze, chickens wander. The scent of plum brandy and wildflowers lingers in the air. It feels like a storybook, but one that knows sorrow too. You don't just visit Sibiel, you bow to its gentleness. 6. Breb, a place the world forgot. Breb isn't on billboards. It's barely on maps. And yet, it holds a magic that lingers long after you leave. Haystacks lean like old men whispering tales. Wooden fences line dirt paths where barefoot children chase goats. The village has no need for show. Its beauty is worn, lived in, and real. Locals speak with their hands and eyes. And when the fog rolls in over the valley, it's as if the village is dreaming and you've wandered inside. 7. Forest paths of Transylvania, where stillness lived. Sometimes, the soul needs no destination. Just the rustle of leaves beneath your feet and the hush of trees above. The forest paths of Transylvania wind through beech, oak, and pine, leading not to monuments, but to peace. In autumn, the ground is gold. In spring, it's wild with bloom. Foxes cross without fear, you walk without hurry. And somewhere between the trailhead and the clearing, you forget the world you came from. 8. Rushnov, shadows beneath the fortress, nestled in the shadow of the Carpathians, Rushnov whispers stories of defense and devotion. Its hilltop citadel stands not in arrogance, but in quiet watchfulness, overlooking the rooftops and fields below. Wander the fortress ruins and touch the stones warmed by centuries of sun. Below, the village exhales softly. Life goes on in the slow rhythm of footsteps on cobblestone, the chime of a bicycle bell, the sizzle of bread baked before sunrise. Rushnov is where strength and stillness live side by side. 9. Măgura, between earth and sky. Perched high between two mountain ridges, Măgura floats above the clouds. The road there winds like a thread between forest and field, and at the end of it, peace. Wooden homes scatter the hills like gentle thoughts, and cows graze in silence. Here, life is pared down to its essence: fresh air, honest work, warm hands. At sunrise, the valley glows golden. At dusk, it hums like a lullaby. Show 10, Săpânța, the merry cemetery of souls. In most places, death is silence. In Săpânța, its poetry, this tiny village in Maramureș is home to the merry cemetery. A patchwork of blue-painted crosses, adorned with verses that celebrate life, with all its imperfections. Here, death is not hidden, it's honored, laughed with, remembered in vivid color. And beyond the cemetery, the village lives on in much the same way, vibrant, unafraid, deeply human. In Săpânța, even endings feel alive. In these villages, time doesn't move forward, it deepens. With every step, you are not just seeing a place, you are returning to something your heart already knew. Romania's forgotten heart still beats, quietly, steadily, beautifully. If this journey touched you, share it. Let silence spread. Let beauty not be sold, but felt. And if your soul longs for more, subscribe and follow the whispers.